Good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Mirror newspaper, where you hear and are heard. Pamira Munowa Nukuwikwa. Here are the news headlines for the week ending 7 April 2022, read by Peter Marimi. The Chief Prosecutor at Kivu Magistrates Court has appealed against the acquittal of Chikomba District Development Coordinator Michael Mariga in a US $60 bribery case. Correns Chidzambwa wrote a letter to the National Prosecuting Authority asking for a revisit of the case. The letter, dated March 21, 2022, described Kivu Regional Magistrate Sam Chituma's judgment as so inconsistent with logic and common sense that it was perverse. 72 High Court, Supreme and Constitutional Court judges have converged in Masvingo for a 2-day symposium that runs from Friday to Saturday. Judicial Services Commission Secretary Walter Chikwana confirmed the symposium to the Mirror. Prominent Masvingo businessman and ZANU-PF Ward 3 urban candidate Taurai Muziti, popularly known as Bucho, brought the biggest shocker of Saturday's by-elections in the town when he was thumped by a little-known carpenter. Roki Kamzonda amassed 1,137 votes against Bucho's paltry 476 votes. It never rains for 26-year-old Edson Donza. A few months after getting 19 years sentence for armed robbery, he collapsed in the High Court at Masvingo yesterday, where he is facing a murder charge. He collapsed soon after Justice Karaine Sumawadze ordered him to sit up straight. The sentence for armed robbery was passed by Masvingo Regional Magistrate Bishop Chineka last year. Convicted rapist Blessing Parisai, who is serving a jail term at Mtare Farm Prison for the crime, has allegedly committed a similar offense by attempting to sodomize a cellmate. Parisai attempted to sodomize an epileptic colleague by hiding his medication so that he could take advantage of him. He appeared before Mutare Magistrate Robidzai Kawasa on Friday last week. Dean Nyamurenje, an assistant artisan at Zimpla's Pima mine, was killed in a mine accident 2 weeks ago. Investigations to establish what exactly happened have been instituted, but initial reports indicate that he was fatally squashed between a conveyor belt and a pulley drum while underground. The Mirror has in its possession a statement by the Senior General Manager, Simbarashe Goto, which confirms the accident. The High Court in Masvingo, like all others, have closed for the first term and will be attending to urgent chamber applications and bail hearings only. The High Court, Supreme and Constitutional Courts will commence their second judicial term on May 9, 2022, according to dates gazetted by the Judicial Service Commission in General Notice 2932 of 2021. Former Gweru Mayor Josiah Makombe has been re-elected Ward 2 Councillor, barely 3 months after being recalled by MDCT President Douglas Monzora. The recall meant that he lost the city council vehicle that he was using. Makombe contested on a Triple C ticket and polled 940 votes against ZANU-PF's Tinarwo Elaga, who got 492 votes. Monzora's MDC Alliance candidate Patson Chingwaru got 20 votes. Sorry. I will retake the room. Former Gweru Mayor Josiah Makombe has been re-elected Ward 2 Councillor barely 3 months after being recalled by MDCT President Douglas Munzora. The recall meant that he lost the city council vehicle that he was using. Makombe contested on a CCC ticket and polled 940 votes against ZANU-PF Stinarwo Elaga, who got 492 votes. Munzora's MDC Alliance candidate Patson Chingwaru got 20 votes. ZANU-PF continues to maintain its grip on rural constituencies after emphatic victories in both Mwenezi East and Chivi South constituencies during Saturday's by-elections. The party also won 2 Chivi rural wards. Roman Catholic ran Avunga Secondary School head Master Makope won the Mwenezi East by-election by 12,177 votes to CCC candidate Tendeukai Mandizidza's 1,573 votes. 2 teachers in Bikita are allegedly violating government policy by continuing to serve in the civil service 4 years after they were elected councillors. Lawyer Martin Mureri of Matutu and Mureri Legal Practitioners has since written a 7-day ultimatum to the acting provincial education director, Shailet Mike, to dismiss the teachers or be dragged to court. C Engineering, a local construction company, is suing Gutu High School Development Committee for its property that was stolen while kept at the school premises. C Engineering was contracted to do some work and left its equipment at the school after completion of the job. The matter is before Masvingo Magistrate Consilia Ngwerume. The Citizen Coalition for Change won both wards that were up for grabs during Saturday's by-elections in Beitbridge. Both CCC candidates, Mayor Morgan Ngwe and Granger Nyoni for wards 4 and 5, were recalled by Douglas Munzora last year. Ngwe got 691 votes and his ZANU-PF opponent, Lawrence Ndishabe Chili, got 422 votes. Otsinda Christian College, one of the few private schools in Gutu district, on Wednesday commemorated the International Day of Forests by planting 33 indigenous and exotic trees at the school. The event, which was initiated by the Forestry Commission, was graced by Gutu Schools Inspector Ronald Mugano, who was the guest of honor.
Ndinonzwa kusununguka kuti nasi one of my schools, Utsinda Christian College, they've accommodated the Forestry Commission on the International Day of Forests. Let's restore, let's maintain the natural ecosystems. Tidzokerezve mumunda meideni. Ndoda kukutendai vanhu veUtsinda Christian College, the administration and the community at large.
The Minister of State for Midlands, Larry Mavima, last Tuesday opened a state-of-the-art polyclinic built by Gwokwe Town Council using devolution funds to the tune of $35 million. This new service center is an upgrade of a small clinic which served the town but can no longer cope with both demand and complex situations. Mafungaut's clinic is going to have 30 nurses and 3 doctors. Ndarama High School in Masvingo is holding its first elective annual general meeting in 3 years amid a litany of complaints from parents and other stakeholders. At the center of the complaints is the school development chairman, Ray Muzenda, who was saved for the last 15 years without a break. Parents are complaining that his long stay has obliterated good governance and transparency in the administration of the school. Teacher Mupei Comfort Nyandoro, a school teacher by profession and now director for a children's arts group, has published an insightful book on children living in the streets. Richard Nakira, or It'll Be Well, is a must-read for all those with a passion for children, and in particular those working with orphans, disadvantaged children, and children who find themselves without a home. The main subject of the book is a girl child who finds herself in the streets. Now going to sports. After winning the recent Pro 50 Championship final, Mutare-based cricket franchise Mountaineers seeks to complete a domestic double as it guns for the 2020 competition. Mountaineers are still basking in the glory of winning the 2021-2022 Pro 50 Championship after defeating Masvingo-based Southern Rocks by 72 runs on March 13, 2022. Beitbridge Eagles is hosting 20 volleyball teams at St. Joseph Primary School in Beitbridge, drawn from Mat North and Mat South provinces, as it conducts preparatory matches ahead of the 2022 season. Eagles team administrator Peter Renyika said apart from preparations for the next season, the tournament seeks to encourage youth to abstain from drugs and criminal activities. For these and more news in detail, please visit the Mirror website displayed on your screen. From me, Peter Maremi, and the crew behind the scenes, have a nice weekend.